have to focus on a lot of stuff otherwise. But hello! I do not know how many people are in chat yet, and the one thing we will have to keep track of is sound and a couple other things. So we are in a shrine. These are like little puzzle boxes that you get to experiment in, and this one looks prime for stasis? No, magnesis. What is it? Bombs, perhaps. I don't know exactly what we're doing here. I went down in here to see if there were hints, and before they give you the little hint, I realized that I was, everything was down for me streaming. Let's see. You only have so many things in this game, so let's pull out a bomb and throw. Although it might be a Cryonis deal. Cryonis dealio. So what happens if I climb in here? Not much. Can I jump to this? I wonder if we can do some sort of like little shortcut jump. Oh shit. Well, didn't mean to do that. Let's get out of the water. What can be done over here? A strange little pathway. I actually want to exit the shrine briefly and come back down and see if I can get the initial hint. That will give me a nice understanding of what is going on. And I hope some people join us in the chat. That would be very nice. I have been doing much more of this game since we've played. So I hope for those of you who end up watching on YouTube, you'll enjoy this too. So let's go back down into the shrine and see what is going on. So it gives you a little hint at the start of the shrine, which is what we want to do. For those of you who are watching, because I do see some of you in the chat, please let me know if audio or visual quality goes down. I am using a new streaming setup. It did okay last night with the Switch, but I want to make sure that everything is okay. So we enter this shrine and passing of the gates. The Rota O Shrine. I am curious what the best pathway is. Let's go off to the side and see what's going on over here. This is definitely not a path for paragliding, because I will fall very easily, but let's see what's on the other end. Not a lot, just another gate. So let's dash out of the water very quickly. If you have questions about the game, please let me know. Can I shoot you? I can! Fantastic. Fucking good. And then this is this metal? I wonder if this is magnesis. No, but I can push it, right? Or I can pick it up, even better. But that is not good enough for trying to get through here, so we need to shoot that again. No, let's not throw our sword. Let us shoot and grab. See, there's a chest over there that I kind of would like to get. Oh boy, I hope I'm not stuck over here. Let's drop this. I don't know. Right off the top of my head. There's another chest up there, which is nice. But we are mostly stuck dealing with this. Oh, I wonder. Let's do a combination of things, right? So let's do a little test here. Let's throw our bombs in here. What happens if we detonate? It will hit, which I think is what we want. So, if we can, shoot. Bombs. Shoot again. Oh no, that just tosses our bomb down there, doesn't it? It's because we used the round bomb, which we do not want to do. Although we can see what happens if we move things here. Right. Little puzzle shrines. Super cool. Running out of arrows on the bow, though, which is just not fun. So that turns it and drops it in the water, which is the absolute opposite of kind of what I wanted to do. Unless, can I... We're gonna try something. I don't get a lot of distance. I wonder what the best course of... I really do! I genuinely wonder what the best course of action here is. This is the first time I've gotten into a shrine and had a slight bit of confusion. So let's shatter you. Let's... Oh, fuck. I fell. That sucks. Oh, I want to check something then, actually. Right. I was like, that should kick it out towards me, which is pretty cool. And I think I understand it already now, right? So if I shoot this down again, right? We learned it with the bomb. So we actually need to get the ball out here. That's what it was. We need to throw it in there, although I'm a dummy and fucked that up. I missed the throw. So we're going to toss it in here, right? Oh, except I keep on falling. Link, you are a clumsy fool. Throw you in, and shoot you there, and you should fall right into the hole. Right? You just missed the hole. Physics puzzles. Oh, you know why? Because I think our bomb is in the way. It is. So now that will fall in, which is what we want. It's like 100 times better than what was going on. I fell again. Let's not go that way. Let's dash out. So I should have learned my lesson with the bomb, but I didn't. We are going to fucking drown. Maybe, maybe not. No need to worry, you're here now? Oh, well, good. I'm very happy. I'm gonna drown in the fucking water. This sucks. This is the first time I've ever had, like, anything that I consider, difficulty or complications in one of the shrines. This is just gonna knock my head right there. And if I had another arrow, this would not be an issue, but I believe I am fresh out of arrows. So let's try. Oh no, actually there's an arrow on the ground. Perfect. So what we want then is, I need a better bow. But actually I don't need that good of a bow, so let's just equip the traveler's bow and shoot our arrow. And I wasted our arrow, sort of. Nothing is impossible though, so let us pull a bomb, throw a bomb, And then I need to get it to turn again, so I need to hit that. But my issue is that I don't have the shit that I want to use. Let us be really dramatic and try and hit it with a soup ladle. Not great. Not the best toss I've ever done. Let's try this! Nope, that just kind of knocks my sword over there. I need arrows. I need an arrow. Oh, they're falling. They're not getting destroyed. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Look at that. So that's a cool bit of design. Where I thought that I was fucked. Although I did just throw a sword and I don't know where my sword went. So now all I have, which is useful, is this claymore. So the smart thing about that is you can shoot that and the arrows will bounce off into the water where you can collect them again. Which is some very smart design. And now we can hop up here. Oh, wait. We are blocked by that. Curious. Stranger and stranger. What if I made a... Oh, I can't make a block. Stand on the edge. Gonna hit my head. I'm unsure. I'm genuinely unsure right now. That almost let me skip to there. I don't think that this is the intention. But let's see if we can't skip that corner by using our glider. Oh, there's an updraft. Look at that. Shit. Well, let's grab this arrow. Can I see where my sword went? I threw a sword and I missed my sword. Well, shit. I wonder where it went. Okay. I can work with this for sure. Can I get across there? No, I'm too heavy. I'm too heavy. Link is too heavy with his greaves. I keep on falling. It's the clumsiest I've been. The minute I start streaming is when I, like, start having trouble. I was wondering if I could cut across there. No, I can't. But, like, maybe I can cut around. I'm sure people who are doing all their shrine routing right now are finding some very simple ways around. And I will feel foolish when I see them later on. But for now, let's not waste an arrow, and let's use a bomb again. And, well, let's do better than that. I'm still getting used to some of the controlling for whatever that is worth considering. But we can shoot our arrow again. And then, for whatever reason, there was pretty significant updraft here. Let's... Well, no, I want to get that chest. Although, honestly, I could just... You know what? Yeah, I want the chest, so let's... Hey, you! I want it all. A small key. Interesting! This is actually the first key I've encountered in a shrine? Thus far, I've never encountered one that actually needs a key. I know, though, that there is a slope that I can use to get out of the water over here. So I'm not too worried about drowning. So we repeat the process. We have the key. A key we did not even really know we needed. Our arrows, should we need some more, are presumably collecting in the water or on the side. But we're still good with some of those arrows. But of course, to preserve those, we throw a bomb. Detonate the bomb. Come back here. shoot our bow yet again. And on this next bit of timing, which is trickier than it looks, like significantly trickier than it looks, right? Because I can't bonk my head, because that's all I keep on doing. But if we get here at the right time, we can, right? One. How did we get it last time? We got it so easily last time. Okay, because we can grab that chest, and from that chest we can go from there. This is absurdity. Whatever I'm doing, it is almost certainly not the intended route for whatever is happening here, but we are going to do it. Oh shit, that was a mistimed glide. You can see I have to be very quick on the glide. So the first part of this stream is just me almost constantly bonking my head. Shit. There must be a trick here with stasis that we can use or something. But we are doing it the strange way, I guess. So here's the chest. And we want to jump across. So there's the... Oh, look at that! A sword crafted by the Rito. I'm pretty glad we did that. Oh, I fucking fell. There we go. What do we need the key for? I just have a key now for this shrine. Was it to open that chest, you think? I wonder. Because now we have... That's not it. We have this wonderful blade. Look at that. I love it. So there we go. There's that shrine. Kind of stumbled my way through that one. Most of them are actually... It's kind of... Yes, no, so we still have the key. So I wonder what the key is for. I do not know. It feels like we progressed without really needing that key, just by using some weird physics and being really, really stubborn, is that we got here. So this should be my first or my second new one, because I just upgraded. So it's my first. If I do 3 more shrines, I can upgrade my health or my stamina, but I want to upgrade my health because I know that having at least, I believe, 13 hearts is important for getting a very cool item later in the game. I have not been doing too much of the main quest. I, in fact, have ventured into territory that I honestly should not have. So you can see there's an active tower over here. If I were to get closer to that tower, you would see how it is near a lot of guardians. And guardians are not fun, because they will shoot you with lasers, and I have 4 hearts, so I'm pretty sure they will kill me in one hit. The one thing we can do is see what our next step is. Maybe something there, but there is a shrine there, so let's see if we can go there. The difficulty becomes sort of crossing that big ravine there to get to the other side, but there is a castle down there near, you can see this kind of blight over there, this kind of I don't know what it is, I'm going to call it Ganongu. Ganon, by the way, is over there in that castle. I can go fight him at any time. Just looms on the horizon. But instead, we are going to glide over here, go towards that other garrison, and see if we can't climb to the top of that ridge to get up there. There's a stable, which I wasn't expecting to see here. I think there's probably... Was that a bokoblin up there? No, that looks like something where a Korok would be. So maybe we could get a Korok seed, which can be used to expand your inventory. I wonder what they expect me to do here. Can't stasis it. just broke my bow. Yeah, see this? All that up there really interests me. Oh geez, giant chew. Lots of chew jelly though, which is pretty good. Let's not use the feathered edge. Let's use the claymore, which is actually a little bit stronger. Let's go across, climb a bit, see if we can't get up there. I also want to examine this Ganon goo, which is almost certainly not what it is called. But I want to examine the Ganon goo and see what the deal is. If you have a lot of questions for the game, let me know. Let's see what happens if I touch it. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Not good. There's a lot of it here. What's up with all this blight? Look at this fox just chilling, too. Yeah. There's a bridge here, too. No enemies. I don't see any guardians at the moment, but there is a big opening here. So let's explore. I like this. Barrels, which I half expect somebody to shoot and ambush me with. Some sort of bokoblin tower over there. They're a little too far away for me to see what they are doing. I don't know what this is. A Colosseum. What the hell is that? Look at that centaur, dude. Let's see him close up. Holy shit. Wow. We are not going to fight that thing. We are going to climb up. And avoid it for now? Because that thing seems terrifying. Let's rest. Let's see if we can scale the inside of the Colosseum, though. We can avoid it, right? If we kind of go around the outside. Kind of find our way around. But that said, no. Let's go back down. I don't want to jump up there. I was like, maybe we can cross it. Let's just drop. And then, does it perceive me though? Look at that thing. Wow. That is cool. There are some larger bokoblins nearby. Let's see if we can just climb here. Alright, let's see if our stamina will let us climb here. I think we should be able to make it to the top. So what we can do actually is, let me do this. Let's place a marker here. First off, this so that we know there's bad shit there, but so that we can come back when we have a little bit more health, a little bit more armor, and we can fight some dudes. You can see this place is full of dudes. Possibly full of treasure, though, and certainly full of things that they will drop that are pretty cool. Let us eat some food. I don't know if I have any cooked food. I don't have any cooked food. Just eat some shrooms until we have more hearts. And let's see if I can get a sneak attack on this guy. I'm gonna walk this edge. Hopefully we won't fall. Cool. Nice. Here we go. Nice and... oh, that's not what I want. I was like, what's my lock-on button? And I hit the stick. I'm using the Pro Controller. I hit the stick because that's what it is in Neo. And I have played a lot of Neo. Let us... not even give him the chance to really attack us. And in fact, let's grab his weapon before he can grab it. And then... take him out. Right? And then he has dropped. So these are moblins. Moblin horn. Moblin stomach? Yeah, moblin guts. Very cool. We got a fun spear for that as well. I'm surprised I don't see any treasure chests. Maybe I can detect them with magnesis? doesn't really seem to be anything. There is another moblin that I can probably sneak up on. Oh, I keep on hitting that stick. But I don't know. But let's see if we can sneak attack him. Maybe get ourselves another good weapon. Because this soldier's claymore is cool. Like, soldier's spear, also very nice. And I have a feeling we might even break our claymore fighting him, but he might even just have a replacement claymore. He has a very big sword, so we will fight him. And he has a shield over there. I might want to grab his shield. If we go bit by bit, we'll be okay. I don't want to fight that giant Minotaur dude yet. He seems very scary. And there's also some Lizalfos down there that I can see, but we can deal with these moblins pretty easily if we do some sneaking. You would think that maybe I could drop a bomb or something, but I find that the enemies in this game... There, I did the thing where I thought I was going to log on again. The enemies in this game are really, really receptive, and they will kick bombs right back at you, which is just a pain. Yeah. If we break our claymore, though, we do double damage. So I was like, that should probably... If it doesn't kill him, we'll use our spear. Yeah, so all we did was get another claymore from him, which is fine, because I think going around and getting some items from these dudes is great. Oh god, I almost fell. I almost fell. So we have a fresh claymore, which is nice. Weapon durability in this game doesn't last too long, but it's also not horrible. Let's pull up Magnesis for a second. I can't just pull his shield off of him, can I? No, unfortunately not. That would, however, be very cool. After we take care of this guy, we will climb to the top of the Colosseum. Again, where's that Minotaur dude? Very terrifying. Also, if we fall here, there's a Lizalfos with another claymore in case we want it, but I don't think we do. But I do want to, so you can see I have 3 Traveler's Shields, which they're okay, but if I could have something more durable, I think I'd like that. So let's do a little bit more stealth, and go from here, jump attack, take a shield, take his sword, soldier's broadsword, very nice, and then take care of him. Because we'll get some more of our moblin stuff there too. And then, yeah, Cryonis if we want. And then we'll just take the broadsword for now. So now we are really cool. And if we want to, we can equip the really nice shield. So look at that. That is a well-equipped Link. Probably the best equipment that I've had in the game thus far. Although, let's go back to our Traveler's Shield for now. And in fact, actually, because I'm not a fan of using them, and it sounds funny that I say because I'm not a fan of using them, I'll actually equip the spear. Because they attack fast, they're kind of cool, but I want to save some of those swords for more challenging encounters if I can. Here, we're just going to climb up to the top of the Colosseum, because I don't see any moblins or anything at the top. So I feel pretty cool. And I don't know, this feels like a place where they might hide a treasure chest or something, right? Which would also be very, very nice. If not, we just get a really nice view. Right? There is a shrine. There are towers. That's a shrine there that we can mark. Right, we can do that. Ganon's castle. Looming in the distance, Death Mountain. All the cool stuff that you would expect from a Zelda game. Plus a lot of weird stuff that you wouldn't. I was fighting an enemy today. I posted it on my Twitter, and he did not have a weapon. He was a very big dude. So he picked up a smaller enemy and threw him at me because, sure, why not? Let's go around this top floor, see if there is anything. Doesn't look like it, though. Still is that scary as shit centaur. Oh my gosh, he like roared. I don't want to deal with that. Let's climb up. Let's climb up to the top of this peak. If we can. Although it's possible I might just fall down because I did not let my stamina recover. And then we will use that to go to that other shrine we saw. Because this is all about exploration and shrines right now. I'm not really doing a lot of main story stuff. This area over here with a lot of things like that, that's the Temple of Time. This is the plateau over there. Holy shit. Wasn't expecting you to be right there. Oh fuck, I don't want anything to do with that guy. We're gonna run away from him. Maybe he will get distracted and attack the fox, or if not, at least I can... Oh shit, look at that. Look at the moon, or the sun. Will the guy get close? Oh no, he's going away because of the sunlight. I hope that's the sun. Look at that. Wow. A mere ball of gas would have illuminated the light sky. Or whatever, I can't speak right now. There's also something behind me. Oh, it's the fox. I am okay with that. If it is just the fox. I have gone to that shrine, which means sometimes you see things and you don't realize what they are. That's cool. Colosseum ruins are there. The place we want to get rid of the mark on is this. Turns out that we have already gone there. We've gone to a couple of these shrines, but we can climb up high and see a couple places that maybe we haven't gone to, yeah? We also just wanted to come over here so that we could traverse that large gap between things, sort of that canyon. So we might do that at this high ground because we can see that shrine over there that we want to get to, but there was this really big expanse, although from this vantage point we seem to have found another shrine that we will hover to now. Or maybe that is the same shrine, I don't know. Oh no, if it's blue, I believe that means I've cleared it. Let's check our map. It is. But the one thing that we can do instead is head towards the other shrine. I'm okay with that detour in the Colosseum, though. That was very interesting. And we will know to return there to fight that scary centaur. Okay, a big swarm of bats. Fuck that. I hate when this happens. Holy shit. What am I doing?
Link.
Oh, whoa.
Ganon's power grows. It rises to its peak under the hour of the blood moon.
Fucking blood moon?
By its glow, the aimless spirits of monsters slain in the name of the light return to flesh.
What the hell is happening?
Please be careful.
I don't know if I was meant to trigger this or not. There's a blood moon. A terrifying blood moon. Okay, I thought maybe it had been the sun or something else. Turns out no. Terrifying blood moon. I still feel like there might be a shrine or a couple other things nearby that we can use instead. There is a well. These fucking bats need to go the fuck away. There's a Wizrobe right there as well. What is this? A rusty shield. I can't carry any more shields. The Wizrobe, excuse me. So let's grab a nice weapon and go from there. So, or at least I'm like 99% sure that these are Wizrobes. He's gonna shoot fire at me though, because he's a little bit, he's a little shithead. Oh, I did not grab a bow. I have one arrow. So we want the spiked bow. We want to make this count. Let's see if we can't did not do as much as I'd like. I can still do some messy jump attacks against him. Oh, shit. He is... Oh, wow. Oh, this is... This is an experience. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Food. I need food. We don't have cooked food. Shit. Honeycomb will do. Wow. Okay, we are having some fun. Sort of. Oh, I just got hit. Wow. That was terrifying. That was cool. It was terrifying. Where will it continue me from? It says last save, but I don't know what my last save was. Presumably after that scary blood moon. I have 2 Korok seeds. I should probably go and get my stuff upgraded. So there is the... I can actually get rid of one of these Traveler's Shields. Sorry, the inventory still... I still have trouble navigating it a bit. Rusty Shield seems a little bit like an upgrade. Oh, because I'm wearing metal. Because I'm wearing metal. Because I'm wearing metal. I don't have different pants. What can I do? Equip a different sword. Unequip that. Do my greaves attract it? No. So it's just those weapons. Yeah, lightning strike. Don't want to deal with that. So we're going to go the long way around to that other shrine then. Mostly because that Wizrobe, that fire dude, not fun. Look at him over there, that little shit. And we will make our way across this canyon. There is a shrine nearby. I do not see it, though. And the question becomes, is this a normal rock, or is it an enemy? It is a rock. Oh, no! Oh, shit! There's a Korok underneath it. What's up, little buddy? Thank you. I don't see the other shrine. It's probably way below us. I see some sort of electricity balls. Speaking of which, I want to equip some weapons again, now that I can. We have gone on a very random journey trying to get to our next shrine, but again, this is about the exploration, which has been a very good experience. That's a ton of dudes, and they are gonna fuck me up. Oh, electric keys. Shit. So, as you might have guessed, I am certainly not in an area that I should be. But we can use those bombs to get those guys off our butt. I have been exploring through some pretty... It feels like some pretty advanced areas of Hyrule, and now apparently friggin' Blood Moon showed up for a little bit, which was just an absolute disaster. So I want to do a video about this, but I'll kind of talk about it now. I talked about it a little bit during the last stream, but I'm finding... oh no, well actually the thing that we need to worry about is our sword. The thing that I'm finding about this game is that as much as I think it's about the destinations, which I think is something that Austin articulated well... Oh, shit! Okay. Which is something I think Austin articulated well in his write-up. The idea that it's kind of that fulfillment of the promise of, see that mountain, you can go there. And it's not even just that you can go to the mountain, but there's actually something worthwhile on every mountain. But for me, I'm finding that the more satisfying experiences in this game are the moments in between. So, running through a forest right now while the lightning strikes. Going towards Ganon's castle just a little bit, staying out of the range of the Guardians, and seeing a lone banner flying on the tops of a battlement, and sort of wondering to yourselves, what happened? What was that last fight like? And seeing very near there, right, a long, dilapidated, and destroyed wagon cart. And much like you would with Dark Souls or any other bit of particularly strong environmental storytelling, you begin to fill in the blanks. And you begin to imagine narratives. Did that cart make it in time to the garrison? No. Did most of the garrison run out to save the people in that cart, only to get overwhelmed by monsters and guardians once Calamity Ganon was awakened? Possibly. And all I have left of those people is the ruin that Calamity Ganon and the monsters sort of left in their wake. I don't have skeletons to find. I don't have many journals that I stumble across. I have a world where things have been stolen. And where my journey from one point to another invariably finds moments of beauty and then moments of sort of hidden, quiet tragedy. So earlier when I was playing by myself, I came across a lake. A very small lake. And near the edge of that lake, there were 3 horses. And I moved closer to those horses, hoping not to scare them. I even took out an apple and held it in my hands. Because I don't know, maybe in this game if I hold an apple, the horses won't panic as much. Usually you can sneak up on them, you can ride one, tame one. This time I just wanted to get close. And as I walked close to these horses, holding that apple in my hand, hoping not to scare them away, I walked by a rock. And that rock, very small rock, no bigger than a boulder that I could pick up myself, sprang to life very suddenly. And in that moment, with all my preparation and all of my hope that I would be able to walk up to these horses, that sudden movement scared the horses away. And that is a story to me of beauty, right? The horses. And my fascination with that beauty, trying to get closer, trying to see what I can do, not intending to claim that beauty, to find a new horse for me to ride around the landscape, but just to get close to them. And then again, something being robbed. That moment between me and the horses is robbed the minute that rock creature hops to life and scares them away. And I think that is particularly interesting. And that, to an extent, ties into what Austin said in his piece about the destinations that you find being very fulfilling. But for me, that was not a destination that I had set out to find, right? The trickier thing was that I had somehow stumbled upon this, and that led to something. My big thing, again, still is not... Right, I don't have a concern with... Oh, I want to push it a little further, don't I? Can I? Freezing this in place might have been a mistake. What can I do to move you? Can I hit the chains? Or perhaps even... I can offset some of the momentum here. Shit. Can I hit the chains? Maybe that doesn't even matter. Can I make the jump? No, I cannot make the jump. Regardless, there was this thing of beauty that I encountered in the world that I thought was very, very cool. And I think the thing about Zelda is not finding solutions to dungeons, right? The more interesting thing to me has been finding those small implicit stories. Although actually, no, these are made of metal, right? So I can just do something like this. For some reason, I thought this was a stasis puzzle. Turns out it is not a stasis puzzle at all. It is a magnesis puzzle. And the trick right now is just getting on this so I don't fucking die. Is this metal, though? It is not, but there are ropes for me to shoot. My biggest problem is that I don't seem to have a lot of arrows, if any. In fact, I might not have any arrows. Right? I have a single arrow. Are there any more? Well, I think my other option is to throw this spear. Right? So we had gotten plenty of use out of that spear anyway, so we might as well. We might as well do that. Because without the arrows, I don't feel like I was able to proceed. Or maybe I could have there just by jumping and grabbing that spear that I needed. Regardless, let us see if I can't just... Nope. I was like, maybe I can go around the edge of this thing. Nope, I have to move it with my magnesis. My magneto powers. But, right, the one thing I can do after letting it go is also activate stasis, so I don't need to deal with that shit. So I can use a combination of powers to find a solution that I'm not even sure the game intended or not, right? But I'm sure that is a valid... Oh, my stasis needs to recharge, that's right. I forget it's on a cooldown, so let's redo that. Let's get this to swing, and we'll just move our way through here doing that. Right, and we move to the next, and then we just wait for our stasis to reset, which I believe it has. And so the question is that chain gonna get too swingy? I hope not. We cancel, we switch to stasis again, and we do this. And if we want to, we can attempt to, and I think we do, attempt to open this chest. And the difficulty here is just making sure that we time our stasis very, very well. And we want to grab what's in this chest, which is a bow made by the Koroks, apparently, which is nice. And here we need to reach this, which we just barely can. And this looks like another moment where we want to do some shit with stasis. And here's a question, will I get launched off by the momentum of this? No, I won't. Cool. What I do want is to move these things so that I can climb up. There's also a chest down there. Do I risk getting it? I don't think I want to. Instead, let's just keep moving so we can get to the top of the shrine. This might be tricky. What happens if I hit this? Flame. Cool. Cancel. Oh, I have an idea, actually. What happens if I stasis you? Oh, I don't have arrows. Shit. So I'm gonna stasis it and grab it. Right, so I want stasis. That's not it. Stasis. Right? I want this. I want this. And then I want to grab this. Where it can hopefully rest. Or light everything on fire. Holy shit. So that is definitely one way to do it. And then we can just using magnesis. Is it a push door? Yeah, it's a push door. Cool. So we push you open. Run on through, and that is our shrine. So we didn't pick up the other chest, but whatever. Don't really care about that. Not bad. Not bad. So what, this will give us our second? Which, if we do 2 more, that will be very, very cool to get a little bit more health. But journeying to some of these shrines, rather, has been tricky. And I think I might head back to a village to see if I can buy some arrows. Because I am sick and tired of not having any fucking arrows. It's also tempting. I have a lot more money than I planned. I found I think it was a gold rupee that, I think that was like 300 rupees or something, which was just wonderful. Oh, damn it. I was gonna slash a bird. And I got some drumsticks. I'm okay using the feathered edge right now. From up here, can we see any more shrines? Let's climb way up. Almost slipped. One of the things that will happen, though, is if there's rain, climbing will become much more difficult. But you can see the design of these mountains. They have a lot of places where you can kind of rest to regain your stamina. So that if you say, hey, I want to climb that mountain, you don't necessarily have to deal with the fact that your stamina gauge might not cut it. There are a lot of places where I can, for instance, let go and just sit and chill. And by coming up here, it looks like we have found another shrine. Isn't that lovely? Let's get even further up. See if there's anything on the top of the mountain. Some eggs. So there's that thing we were talking about that idea of you can go to that mountain and there's actually shit there. So for us, it was just bird eggs, but it was something, right? And that's probably Mama Bird, who's not too happy with us. There's a tower there that I kind of want to place a pin at. And there's actually a tower down there, but I have to imagine that is just swarming with, because that's fairly close to Ganon. So I have to imagine that is just swarming with guardians. Okay, so our difficulty here is traveling across that ravine is pretty dangerous in a lot of ways. So I'd rather kind of take it slow. Let's see what's up here. There is a rock. I was going to say, that looks like where a Korok would be hiding. So we have a couple Korok seeds now, which means that when I get the chance, I will go back to the road between Kakariko village and the other village whose name I don't remember to get some more inventory slots, which is just really good. This could be a disaster, or we could make it. Well, let's get rid of my weapon, because it is detecting my weapon and getting ready to shock me with electricity. So we can make it, and let's drop. There we go. Holy shit, that was terrifying. Not bad. Not bad, Heather. You did okay. And then we get to this field of just this weird-ass shit. Look at that. It has been raining a lot in this game. Let's try and make our way to that tower. It's a bit of a journey, but we'll get there. There is a giant flying mechanical beast in the sky, which I think is one of the divine beasts that was used to fight Ganon. Even though it was not powerful enough to stop him. I think there's 4 of them. I have not recovered a lot of Link's memories. In fact, I've recovered none of them, but I've had some people tell me about stuff, which is pretty nice. So I know that in addition to guardians that were built to fight against the forces of Ganon, there were also those, we can barely see it in the distance, those giant divine beasts. Basically, the closest thing we have to giant mecha in the setting. Which is pretty cool. Anybody hiding under this rock? No, but we found a toad. Well, a frog. I would love to be able to... What is that? That's one of those Minotaur dudes. Oh shit! That lightning bolt almost just fried the fuck out of me. Damn. I think I saw a frog, don't know where it went. That Minotaur is going to be a problem, isn't he? I want to be careful about that. There's more lightning. However they program their lightning is pretty exciting, I think. What is their definition of shrine nearby, right? Because now, if I angle this way, I'm heading towards Minotaur dude, who looks like he could kick my ass. Also, fighting him in the rain with all of this lightning seems terrible. Seems awful. Don't really want to do it. Want to wait for the storm to pass. Lightning is going to pass soon, thankfully, but it will still be raining. And actually, there's the shrine, so we don't even need to worry about... Oh, I want to get a closer look at him, though. With my camera. Oh, see, it's slick, so it's hard for me to climb. Let's see what happens. Let's get him to turn around. Did he just get hit by lightning? I would fucking freak. Well, he's added to our Hyrule Compendium, certainly, but he definitely sees us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! We gotta get to that shrine quickly. It's over this way. Is he gonna follow us? No, he didn't. Did you see how terrifying he is? What the fuck was that? Was that lightning? Something shooting at me. What the fuck is shooting at me? Is he shooting at me? Does he have that ability? That's not lightning. This is like magic. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. That was fucked up. So let's do this shrine. Today is a day of recuperation. I have a long review process ahead of me for a game that I keep on forgetting is coming out soon. Pardon my snuffles. There we go. I wonder if I need arrows for this, though. If I do, we will have traveled pretty far for nothing. Aim for the moment. Yeah, I think it wants arrows. Shit. We are leaving the shrine and we are fast traveling back to Kakariko. Well, no, actually, the first thing we should do is we should go to that tower. Because then we'll be able to warp back to that tower, but I think I should go to Kakariko and spend some of this money. If I'm able to sell enough stuff too. What the fuck? What the fuck are you? Oh, you're a stable. Really? Not what I was expecting. To find a stable out here? Oh, because it's raining. Shit. I'm gonna fall. Where's the tower that I marked? It's over here. Who is this fucker? Egads. What is it, Musmar, man? What you looking at? Happen to notice that a section of the cliff face there in the distance almost looks like a man. Man in the mountain. No longer around. Sorry, New Hampshire. Can you see it too? I would take a closer look if I could get there on my own. So we got a little side quest that we can do later. I want to get towards that tower so that I have this region kind of unlocked, as it were. This is a pretty wild bridge. Oh, I can equip a sword again because it is not raining terribly. There's no more thunderstorm on the forecast, and in fact, it should, when the night passes, get sunny by the looks of the weather on our little futuristic Sheikah slate. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's the thing. Look at that. That's something else. That's pretty cool. I have a worry that this tower will be well defended. The last tower I had to deal with, oh, that's a guardian. That's a flying guardian. Shit, that's not good. But there is a shrine nearby? Question mark? Is it below me? We are actually getting colder. We're getting further away from it according to the little beeping. I think it's actually higher here. But if we move up higher, will that flying guardian see me? My only complaint right now about this game that comes up every now and then is, boy, those textures on stuff are kind of ugly, which is not good. Let's waste our broadsword if we can. So that will give us some flint and some rock salt. Some more flint. Just a ton of flint for fire making. That is another shrine there, though. There's the shrine. There's that tower. You can see it's got some of that Ganon goo, which is just... seems to be a sign that shit is not good. Okay. Wasn't expecting a Lizalfo's skeleton, but I can deal with it. Timed that attack well. I got him. I got a Lizalfo's arm. I got an enhanced Lizal spear. And I can use some of their talons and some things for later on for food and crafting and such. Let's see what's at the top of this. Although I am genuinely afraid of running into a flying guardian. Which is one of the reasons that the speedrun for this was kind of so precarious. They found, you know, the way that they climbed the spire, at least in the route that Seth Bling takes, and right now he has the world record finally because he beat Calamity Ganon, is that they climb that spire largely so that they can hang glide into the tower while avoiding a lot of the guardians, because the guardians will just fuck you up. Are they all bowmen? I'll take a Lizal bow. Lizalfo's horn. Yeah, none of them had swords. I think I was gonna say, are we near a shrine up here at all? No. Oh, there's one up there on the other side, on the other ridge. And there is also what appears to be a Korok of some kind, but I'm not worried about them too much. The question here is how best to get to the other side of that ridge. Paragliding tends to be the answer, but you need to find the right spot. Shit. Let's just use the Lizalfo's arms. What is this? A Keese eyeball. Oh shit, Guardian. Ah, shit. Let's see if I can evade its gaze by staying above it. And dropping down here. And we found a chest, because exploration is cool, with a silver rupee, which I'm pretty down with, and another chest. Shit. This is a score. A meteor rod, a magical rod that can cast 3 fireballs at once. It will break upon running out of magical energy, so use it wisely. Or use it fast. Okay, well, you know what? Let's kind of do what we said we would do, even though this game just is the best kind of rabbit hole. Let us come here. Let's grab some of this food. Some thistle. Fairies? Oh shit! What is this? Can it open up? Boy, sweet boy, please listen to my story. Yes. Oh shit! I found a fairy. I found a great fairy. This place was once a beautiful spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers offered to me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I am near powerless. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 100 rupees. This almost sounds like a parable. I can help you acquire great things, boy. You need 100 rupees here. We just got some from the chest nearby, which is probably why that chest is nearby. Are you a monster or are you real? Holy shit. Hey. I wish this was happening when I was recording normal. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. How would you like to live here with me? Link's like, I got shit to do. My gosh. What will you do for me, fairy? If you have the materials needed to enhance a piece of clothing, I will enhance your clothing. So let me peek inside. Sure, enhance my clothing. Enhance. Right? Enhance my tunic. Will I only get to enhance one thing? Oh shit, do I get like a magical tunic? Will it look different? I wonder. I'm excited. More defense no matter what. Hylian tunic. A great fairy increased its defense by 1 level. There are some items in the world that when twice enhanced and worn as a set can give you a nice set bonus. Only some items though. Have you got other clothes that you'd like me to work my magic on? Yes, Hylian hood. Oh, she can just enhance all my shit. Although I'm using the soldier's greaves right now. So let's consider waiting on the greaves, because I might just get some Hylian. And shit, so I need to I need to mark this location with something. There we go, like a star to let me know it's cool. The only other star I have on the map should be the Temple of Time, so if I save that for like magic shit, that will be a good indicator of what is going on. Lots of thistle, some type of emerald? Luminous stone. Apparently this stone can be used to make clothing special. Luminous stone. Let's grab as much of this luminous stone as we can. Where's my other Stalfo, or Lizalfo's arm? Shit. Cool. Wow. Of all the things to uncover on a mountain ridge, I sure as fuck was not expecting to find a great fairy. Let's grab these thistle. Let's grab apples. Wish they were like magic apples, but they're not. They're just regular apples. That's fine. We can come back to her at another time to maybe enhance our armor even more. That was really cool. That is definitely a reward for exploration. And it's definitely, again, I mean, it's not necessarily the destination. It becomes a destination, but in the moment, that is just another piece of the journey. So if we run up this path, I imagine we're going to run into a lot of enemies. So let's take the less obvious route, because all I want to do is climb this tower, and then I'll go to Kakariko, buy some arrows and things like that. I'm always reminded, it's so funny because the towns are kind of peaceful, right? They've had a century to sort of rebuild, but at the same time you're like, nah, dog. Oh, that doesn't look good. No part of that looks good. But we can climb up. Can't believe we found a fairy fountain. That's awesome. That's so fucking good. And I imagine there will be enemies at the top here. Maybe a guardian or something that's going to try and stop me from getting to the top of this tower. Maybe some of those eyeballs. What do those eyeballs do? Well, shit. That's not exactly what we wanted, but okay. Okay. arrow dude is pissing me off. What is that thing with the eyeballs? Let's get away from these guys and see what our options are. Careful not to touch the Ganon goo. And now we are at the tower where I think the best course of action here is to climb to this and then jump to the other tower. That seems like a thing to do. Let's jump up. Let's jump up. And here we are. Very cool. And then, ooh, there's a lot of Ganon goo. Oh shit, dude, I'm in the Ganon goo. I imagine if I touch the Ganon goo, I will fucking... Oh no, I'm touching it right now! God damn it. I'm touching the Ganon goo right now. I didn't even realize it until it was too late. That's a weird tower. Yeah, I wonder if actually the better option is to climb this little side tower instead of the other, because this one is higher, and therefore should, in theory, bypass more of the Ganon goo, but to get there, I have to touch an initial helping of Ganon goo, which is never good. You don't like touching Ganon goo. Leap up. And get right up there. Yes, cool. That bypasses pretty much all the Ganon goo. But we should also... Oh, I keep on thinking the shoulder things are to do that. We're just going to eat some raw meat. And then from here... Yeah, cool. This is it. This is the solution to this tower. I say as if it's a big puzzle, but it is some environmental challenging platforming that is worth dealing with. And then from here, whenever we want to, we can return. Eventually, right? Once we get to the top of the tower, that will unlock it for fast travel, which is... I love this game. I love exploring the world, but it is a big-ass world. And sometimes... See, look at that. You can see... Oh, this is so nice, too, because from this tower, then... When I need to... First off, there's that shrine over there, which we will definitely get eventually. But from the shrine, if I need to, I will be able to, like, paraglide. I, can paraglide to that. I lost chat for a little bit. Hi, guys. Are there bottles in this for storing fairies? I don't know. Cool. Hey, guys in chat. Say hello. It turns out that my chat was minimized. Also, Link does not auto-jump off of ledges. So there's a jump button now. So... you will see shortly. There is a jump button. There we go. We've got some of this area mapped now. Very cool. Where would be the next tower? Usually you can see them from each other. over there. But I want to go... I actually want to go to Kakariko Village. Can I fast travel to Kakariko Village? I can't, but I can get to the shrine that is close to it. So I can do that. That was a big fairy. Very big fairy. I was a little intimidated by it, to be honest. I also thought that maybe it was going to be something like I gave it 100 rupees and it turned out to be some sort of greed demon. Some sort of parable. But no, it's help the fairies. The fairies do not lie. Look at Link in his outfit. Looking pretty good, I say. There's been so much rain lately, though. Look at that. So much rain. So we will keep to the main road. It's tempting to go to the stable, rent a horse. Actually, we can. There's just a horse here. Is it my horse? It is. I left this horse here before. Hey, dude. Remember me? So we will clomp along to Kakariko. You can see, though, you can find horses in the wild right there. There's a blue horse. Blue horses are pretty cool. But we will use this wonderful creature to get to Kakariko. Of course, I will run right into a sign. They're actually kind of unwieldy. The horses, they're not very smooth necessarily. You will see, though, there's like an actual town, which to me is just mind-boggling. Right. There are people on the side roads, so there is civilization in this world. I think for a while people thought that, hey, maybe it's just Link. It's just Link and a couple principal characters. Things like that. This horse is getting a little unruly, a little hard to turn. So there's this guy. He takes my Korok seeds. So I actually am going to want to stop for a minute and talk to him. And then you can see I can pull out my sword if I really wanted to. But we will talk to this guy and we will use our Korok seeds. Do I want to expand my inventory? I want to expand my weapons stash. So I will give him 2 Korok seeds, which is great. They will do the shaky shaky dance. Right, there it is. Freaking awesome. He's pretty great. And then I think I might expand for a shield thing if I can give him the one. Oh no, where are you going? Bring them to Korok Forest anytime you want. Are you leaving? No, can I talk to you again? Where's the Korok Forest? Korok Forest, it should be somewhere north of here. Grandpa told me if you get lost, follow the Hyrule River and continue north. That's what he said, and Grandpa is no liar. Do you want to talk some more? No, it's okay. Where's my horse? There's my horse. I think there is something happening outside. A plane, perhaps? It is certainly making a lot of noise. Yeah, that's a plane. And I hope, I say jokingly, but I really do hope it's not a plane with a nuke. Because that would suck. We are almost at Kakariko Village. Everybody is not enjoying the rain. But I have a thing with a hood, so haha, joke's on you. I don't like the spottedness of my horse. I might get a new horse at some point if I find a cool one in the wild. Maybe a sable horse of some kind. See, look at there. They're getting unruly. I couldn't really control them there. Oh, they are not You are just not doing anything that I want you to right now. So you are just going to stay there, Roach. And I am going to move forward. There's a shrine nearby, but I don't know where. So this shit's just going to beep for a minute, which is just like not cool. Tree branch I don't need. I think that's my only... Well, it's not my only complaint, but the beeping is certainly a bit annoying. Want some pumpkins? Oh shit, I didn't mean to jump in there. You're talking to me. Why are you talking to me? We don't have to talk, dude. Oh, I beat up somebody from the Yiga clan. I fought a guy who turned into a fucking ninja. Oh, that's why. They swore allegiance to Calamity Ganon. That guy was an asshole. Oh, dude gave me a pumpkin. Look at that, I like that. You can move the camera during this. Can I just grab your pumpkins? Oh no, I have to buy them. I'm not buying your pumpkins. Fuck you. You can see there's some frame rate stuff here. I wish the game was a little better with its frame rate. So like, look, there's this chest guard, which is, like, there's all this Sheikah gear, which is pretty neat. I will probably buy these Hylian trousers, right? And then I will go see if I can't get them restored and updated by the fairy. But let's see if there's anything that we can sell that they would like to buy. There's a ton of stuff I would like to sell. Rock salt, no. Luminous stone sets fetches a good price, but I feel like they would. So actually, no. We should find a thing like that. No, I'm holding on to everything right now. Oh, I wanted to see if I could get a close-up of Link's face. Nope. So we'll come here. Let's see if there's a place where I can buy some random stuff. Some arrows would be amazing. Are there any? There's a general store. There's a couple general stores up the road. Cool. I haven't spent... Oh, this guy will give me a side quest. He wants me to find his cuckoos. What a cucko. Yeah, look at this guy. What a cuck. Oh. I think it's so silly that that's become a word that's really come back into the lexicon. If somebody ran up to me and was like, "You're a cuck," I'd be like, "Great. Nothing you say matters to me." Hey, what's up, little kid? Veggie cream soup. Swift carrots, rock salt, and fresh milk. I can bring them some stuff. Yeah, reported me straight to the PC police. Well, first off, let's make something clear here. I said I would help her, but for now, I would rather cook some of my own damn food. Where's the rock salt? Well, let's add the eggs, actually. And then, believe it or not, the rock salt will, if I can find it, will, season my food. And then I can maybe toss in a mushroom. And let's see what this makes. It could make a giant bundle of bullshit, but it could make something really good. Cool, what do we get? Energizing salt grilled meat. Look at that. Let's cook a couple of things. So let's try cooking some honey, some rice, and some meat. Let's see what happens. Right? Why not? We have to experiment. Could be a disaster, but it looks pretty good. Energized meaty rice balls. We made rice balls. Very nice. We have the pumpkin, but let's try the chicken, the carrot, and the pumpkin. Right? Let's put some shit together and see what we get. Maybe we get like a stuffed pumpkin, right? Yes, what do we got? Meat stuffed pumpkin. Very, very cool. Do some palm fruit, some thistle, some apples. And toss those in there. Get some sort of fruit kebab, right? Mighty simmered fruit grants a low-level attack boost. Pretty cool. And then let's do our last. Let's take some eggs and some mushrooms. Right, make some sort of omelet of some kind, right? Maybe that's what we'll get. Yeah, sure, we get an omelet. Very good. And then in the general store, hopefully, we will be able to buy some arrows. Bird eggs, goat butter, bokoblin guts, swift carrot. That is not anything of what I want. And hopefully this has some stuff, otherwise I'm going to be a little disappointed. Yes, arrows, cool. Fire arrows.
Yeah.
Take 2 bundles of arrows. Totally okay with that. And then I'm going to buy all of your arrows here. Take 50 rupees, that's fine. Having more arrows is good. Let's take 1 bundle of fire arrows for 20 rupees. Cool. So we are in a good place. And while we are here, we can actually advance the main story just a tad by talking to... Actually, first off, we're going to take all these apples. Because we might as well. And we can actually... Let's bake a couple apples when we get down there. Impa should be able to tell us where... This is Impa. Where some of the, like, big shrines are. For the main characters. So you might be like, hey, so like memories, right? So if I go to certain places, I will get Link's memories back. I need to find where that is. It could be that if you visit the locations within that picture, you will restore some of your lost memories. Come back here when you have tried going to at least one of those locations. There's something I want to give you. Can I talk to you again? You may not remember your last meeting with Ganon, but it did not end well for you. If you want a different outcome this time around, I won't fail. I don't want to do an expedition? An exposition dump too much. So yes, Princess Zelda is in the castle fighting Ganon, and has been fighting Ganon in some way, magically, for a century, which is just... That is some tough shit. That is some tough shit. Let's see what happens when we cook multiple apples. I know that seems like a silly thing to do, but I want to grab as many apples as I can and just dump them. Let's see if we get some sort of apple stew or something. What do we got? Applesauce? Simmered fruit. And then I want to do one more healing cooking thing. I want to take a frog and this is probably going to give us nothing, but it could get us something. No, it sounds like a disaster. I don't know what to do with the frogs yet, but that can heal. A morsel of food. So let's check our Sheikah slate. So we need to find these locations. And one's in the desert, so fuck that. This one feels like it's pretty like there's the castle, right? So let us assume, right, that it's pretty near, right, Ganon's castle. In fact, let's assume that it's this, right? So let's try and head there. Put a big old block there, and let's see what's the closest shrine we have there. Oh boy, Central Tower in Hyrule Field. Getting there is going to be tricky because of all the guardians. Yeah, after 100 years, it's definitely time for Link to tag in. He has been recovering. He awoke in the Chamber of Resurrection. It was all very dramatic. And by that I mean he woke up in his boxer shorts and just like got the fuck out of there. He doesn't have his memories. But we might be able to go recover one. Because by the looks of that, we know where it is on the map. The tricky thing, although now I have arrows for my bow, which will help me deal with some of the guardians. Speaking of which, let's take, I want the best bow I have. 20 arrows. And they're potentially below us. You can see down here, these are half-activated sentinels, and they're still pretty fucking scary. Here we need to go a little bit more like this way. But you can see that I need to do some dodging, because otherwise they're fucking lasers will shoot me out of the sky. Because sentinels are terrifying. What sword do we have right now? Soldier's Claymore, that's fine. The question will become, the closer we get to Hyrule Castle, and we are getting particularly close to Hyrule Castle right now, is how many of those roaming sentinels will we find? They are terrifying. You can see the castle in the distance. But the bigger danger right now is just the sentinels. Let's make sure we're on the right path. In fact, let's edit that stamp into a pin so we can just go straight towards it. I think I see it in the distance. And the question again becomes if we run into a lot of trouble on the way. What percentage of popular games do you think I have to play for work? So when I play a game, specifically for review, I play until I finish. Unless it is like an ongoing experience type of game. So like, I didn't finish The Division, right? Because The Division has like the end of a story mode, but it doesn't have like a traditional ending. Like you just keep on going, and then that game just keeps on expanding. For normal games, for review, I will play through them entirely. There are only 2 games that I haven't finished in my entire life, and one of them is Watch Dogs because I found its politics reprehensible, and the other is Alan Wake, which I got pretty far in, which is good. Oh, so you mean like amount of games? I play everything. If it is a popular game, chances are I'm playing it in some form or another. There's a Guardian right there. I am, in terms of the people on our staff who play games, I play possibly the most. So I play a ton of games, like a fucking ass ton of games. Sometimes I have to pick and choose, so like I'm probably not going to be playing Bomberman anytime soon, but you know, that is available to me if I need to. So here we are going to recall our first memory. Here we go. This is cool. Look at Link. Yeah, no, I play a ton of stuff. I play quite a bit of stuff. Did I play Digimon Cyber Sleuth? I did not. Because in my mind, that is more of a niche title. I know that Feihi played it. So for me, a lot of anime titles in particular, unless they are very big anime titles, are niche things. But you would be surprised the amount of those niche titles that I play. When Fate Extella, the Umbral Star came out, I played that. And it was a decent, like, Dynasty Warriors-esque game, but not a very good Fate game. I would much rather play, like, the fan patch translated version of Fate Stay Night, or I would rather just watch the Fate Zero anime than have to play that game. It was not good Nasu. So this is our first memory. And Zelda in... My god, that costume is amazing. All these characters are pretty cool, but we don't get to see them. Look at her. My gosh, look at that blue. I love it. Look at this Goron dude. They're all pretty cool dudes.
She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed knight with all the ceremonial
Look at all these
grandeur
people.
and nonsense we could muster.
Look at all these cool dudes. Look at his scarf.
If you ask me, the whole
Falco.
thing does seem
He
to
looks
be
like Falco.
overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
So that is our first hint at the background of some of the things that led to Calamity Ganon. She knighted him, but she had concerns. Oh boy, there you go. Yes. So we had what appears to be a Gerudo, a Rito, oh shit, Guardian, right? Get down. And let's just be careful. So, looked like a Gerudo? I don't do the hard G, I say Gerudo. A Gerudo, a Rito, a Zora, I believe, and a Goron. But you can see, the closer you get to Ganon's tower, or to Hyrule Castle, rather, these fucking things, right? Guardians, they're the fucking worst. They're so strong. But there is this tower over here I want to explore, and the question becomes if I am able to sufficiently escape these monsters. One thing I can do is this. Shoot it in the eye. And then run the fuck away. Oh boy. And they are terrifying. If it was just the one, maybe I would be able to hold them off with arrows, but the two together, oof. But I do want to get to that little tower, that little wasted guard post. If we do 2 more shrines, though, yeah, no, they hit hard. It was very funny when we first got this game in the office. So this was one of the only games that when we got our Switches, not me, like Nintendo did not provide me with a Switch. But when we got them in our office and stuff for review, we did get, right, look at that. We did get, this game, and Steven was playing it, Jason was playing it, he was playing it mostly at home. But Steven brought it to the office, and one of the silliest things that was going on is Patricia was like, oh shit, that's the wrong button, fucking shit. Did I make them hit each other? Fuck, I did. That was amazing. Oh, he hit me. Oh man, so I want to see if I can get back them. But so Steven brought it into the office, and Patricia, ever so bold, and I think I mentioned this last stream. No, I mentioned that she got hit by a rock monster. She tried to run straight to Ganon's castle, and she made it pretty far. I was actually really surprised. she made it pretty far. She was getting chased by like 5 giant skeletons, you know, like those big skeletons that were fucking with us before when we were in the mountains. She was getting chased by like 5 of those, and then like a bunch of guardians showed up, and man, like, it was a disaster. It was so crazy. What is the deal with my arrows? Cool. So it's not like restarting me without my proper amount of inventory. And I think that I might want to try fighting this guardian. Right, like, fuck you. This is terrifying. Stay still. Yes. Oh, we took out its leg. Even better. So it's kind of slow. Let's take out its other leg, right? Cool. Now all you can do is kind of turn your head. Oh boy. They are durable enemies. Okay. What does that leave me with? The meteor rod. Shit, I lit myself on fire. Might be able to get it this way, though. Did I get it? I did! I blew it up! So that's the first guardian that we've killed, which means I get a bunch of this shit. Bunch of ancient items. I wasted a ton of arrows. Wow. That was rough, and I don't have like a normal sword or anything. So I do want to check out this tower. I'm going to hit it with my torch. Like, fuck you. But I don't really have much to work with here. You can see how close we are to Hyrule Castle. Right, like, this one's gonna see me here. And, oh boy. 2 of them are gonna see me. Yeah, they are, okay. I want to get inside that tower. Fuck. Yeah, it's not worth it. Oh no, that's not what I want. Camera! Camera, no! It's like the least of the things that I want. Oh, there's another right there. Yeah, boy, we can't stop here. This is Bat Country. Fucking, yeah, so one of these skeletons was chasing Patricia. Not only one, like a ton. So, like, this situation. But I think that guardian might be going to attack the skeleton? I don't know. No, it's definitely coming for me. Let's get down. Oh no, it hit me. I thought the wall would. I thought the wall would block it. So yeah, let's not mess around in that area too much. Let's get the fuck out of there. Although maybe that saves before I killed the guardian, which is fine. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And it turns out I can, but at the cost of like pretty much every weapon. We will know. Yeah, no, so it starts me back off with my bow and arrow and everything. And the better thing for us to do is just get the fuck out of here. What is that over there? Just a tree, cool. And then, let's see if we can figure out the other memory. A lake near some ruins. Let's check our map. Right. Let's... This looks promising, right? So let's head this way. That looks like a lake with some ruins in the middle. And you can see though, like, ready? Gorgeous landscape. Falling sun. But right there in front of us, cancerous tumor of evil that threatens to expand and take up all of this world unless we work hard and prepare ourselves to fight it and stop it. And I think that's really cool by having that fixed landmark right there that you can see almost from any position on the map. Not only does that mean that you have a clear sight line to your objective pretty much all the time, you also just have a reminder of what's at stake almost constantly. Like, hey, there's a ton of evil shit, like, right there. Right? Even if I go to this tower, there were still ruined guardians that could fuck me up when I was trying to climb it. Climbing that tower, I didn't get to do it on stream, but it was a production, right? Because I had these two, maybe you can see them from here, these two guardians that were on the ground, and they were just ready to cause some trouble. I don't know if this is the right lake, but it seems like a lake to try. We know it is near a lake, and I'm okay with exploring if it gets us a little bit more backstory and stuff too. Oh shit! Normal one, normal one, normal one. Jump! Fuck, no. No, I keep on opening that up when I want to run. Fuck. Okay. It's fucking terrifying. You know why I keep on doing that? Because I keep on confusing what the run button is in this game. It's actually the X button, the top button on your controller, which is just silly. Okay, shit. I am out of stamina. It is still chasing me. Fucking jump. How far are you gonna chase me? Holy shit. This is a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. It's still coming. It is still following me. Oh my gosh. That sucks. It's the worst. Oh, this is not where we want to go, unfortunately. Look at this place. Ooh. Does not look like a nice place. So we know it's not there. So we can remove our pin and take care of that. We are looking for... That is a bottomless swamp. I don't think that's where we want to go. That feels like a promising place to be, but also that is way too close to Ganon. This. That's the cup of a carpenter. No, that's not... I need it to be near the thing we've done. Yes. And if we want to, we can follow the Hyrule River to get to where we want to go. Let's fast travel to this shrine, though. You think that my frantic struggles are hilarious? Guardians are scary. We know they can be killed. But right now with my inventory, that means wasting almost every weapon I have and getting, like, firing every bow I can and all sorts of stuff. Particularly because I don't have special arrows, which are very hard to find. They are just nasty, nasty, nasty. Cool monster? Oh, you fuckers! Guys, I just got here. Back the fuck off. You friggin' assholes. Oh, what are you? Lizard? Lizard, no! Oh, you're gone. That skeleton took the other skeleton's body. Cool. That's right, we were going this way towards what we thought might be the thingy. There's a camp right here of bokoblins that I want to take out, though. They're all sleeping by the looks of it. Oh, no, they're not. I have the meteor rod. Look at this magical rod. Don't want to fuck with that. Oh, I do have fire arrows, right? So I bought a single fire arrow? Really? Is it not going to blow up the thing? We can try this. Didn't quite go. Yeah, look at that. I keep on messing up with the lock-on button is. What a mess. What a mess. The fire arrow did not quite do what I wanted it to. This might not be the place we want to go. Okay, cool. And that will unlock the chest at least, which is pretty good. What are we gonna get here? We are slowly narrowing down. Oh, soldier's bow. It's a very good bow. Inventory is full, though. No, let's see what bow we can get rid of. Phrenic bow. That's like a long distance bow. Traveler's bow we can get rid of. Right, we don't need that. Silly little traveler's bow. Soldier's bow is where it's at. And then, how close are we to the thing? So, across this way. So we will follow the lakeside. And move upwards. Towards where we want to go. Isn't that great? We've made some really good progress. Or at least I've had some very good fun. Making our way through here. Let's just eat this honeycomb. Let's not waste any of our cooked food for now. Not worth it. Another camp. Should be easy enough. This guy, though, is a bit annoying. I used up... Oh, because it thinks I'm using my fire arrows. Let's use our normal arrow. Let's get him to turn around, please. Cool. He's the lookout, and I don't want him fucking up my plans. Because my plan is stupid. And I love it. It's mostly just to hit them with bombs. They are going to run to get their equipment, but I can hit him. Do a little swipe. Hopefully grab their food. Grab another chest while we were at it too. I found 1 rupee on the ground, guys. I'm fucking rich. Oh, you know what? That's right. Because I got the Hylian thingies too, we want to go back to the Great Fairy and upgrade them. Because then they'll be the same quality as these Night Greaves. But I will have, I think I'll have more stamina, I think is how it works. There's a shrine nearby. There it is. There's a shrine nearby. Interesting. We will mark that shrine and we will go over to this lake, which kind of looks like the place from that memory. If not, we will go straight to the shrine instead. Fuck you, skeletons. Ready? Fuck you! This might not be it, though. Yeah, unfortunately not, because I think the inside of this lake is actually just a bokoblin hideout. So instead, let's make a change. Head towards the shrine. And then we hopefully will try and figure out where, what am I getting from the shrines at this point? So whenever I complete a shrine, let's see if I can find them in my special inventory, right? I get one of these. It's called a spirit orb. Every 4 of these I get, I can upgrade my health or my stamina. I'm mostly concerned with upgrading my health, but that is just me. I thought I would hit the bat. The skeletons are still there. My concern with swimming across the river is that I will get caught up in the cross tides. Oh no, if you're asking whether or not I'm gonna get new powers or new bombs, like, I have all my shit. I don't get, like, I have magnesis, I have cryonas. I get all that shit during the tutorial section. All these powers, remote bombs of 2 different kinds, magnesis, stasis, and cryonis, I get when I am on the plateau, which is kind of like the tutorial area. And then I just get to use them in a bunch of really cool ways inside the shrines. Because if you build a game with only a few core puzzles and mechanics, or excuse me, well, rather, mechanics, then you have a chance to really experiment and do some very magical puzzles. I hate the way this thing beeps, and hopefully maybe I'll find a way to turn it off, but knowing that there's a shrine nearby is very useful. But we know where that shrine is. It is right there. Oh shit, it's the Korok seed, dude. Oh shit, what is this? Woodcutter's axe? Yeah, I'll take it. I just need weapons. Oh, there's another shrine, like, right the fuck there. Let's talk to this dude. See if I can upgrade stuff. So they're trying to make their way back to Korok Forest. We have 1 Korok seed. Do any of the powers work well in battle? It depends on what's around. Bombs are incredibly useful. Shield stash. Let's get an extra shield area. Stasis is interesting. Stasis can be used powerfully. So stasis not just freezes things, it freezes the like the kinetic energy built up in it. So let me find something for a minute that I can hit with stasis. There might not be anything around, but there might be. Oh right, so here's a good example. So you'll be able to see it in action, hopefully, right? I'm not close enough. I'm not hitting the boat. That's a bad example. Is there anything else I can use? You'll see later on. So, stasis, like if I hit a thing a ton of times, it saves up that kinetic force and will launch forward, so that means I can launch boxes and shit at people. Yeah, apparently you can't hit the raft. Or I'm just missing it, who knows. Bombs are really good in general because they're remote detonation, so you can kind of set up traps. I find that I use the arrow bows a ton. Magnesis is more of a puzzle thing, but you can pick up like metal boxes and you can like drop them on people's heads, which is always really fun. You can just flat out pick up a box and bonk dudes, which is A+. I really like doing that. So what do we have in this shrine? This shrine is a bomb shrine? I don't know. Oh no, so it's a magnesis shrine. Has to be, right? These must be metal boxes that I can move to make really strange stairways. And I should be able to climb up, right? Am I... Or maybe not. One thing I can try to do is this, though, right? Damn it. No, I'm not trying to hit that one. I'm trying to... Oh, you fuckers. You silly, silly fuckers. Move this out of the way. For a moment. Because I can just climb these boxes normal? Like the two of them together. And I don't know if this is the intended way to do it, but what you can do, which is really great, is you can... Right, I'm gonna toss a box way the fuck up. And I'm gonna drop it. And then, oh. I hit the wrong thing. But you can see what I'm trying to do. Fucking magnets hitting the wrong thing. Fuck it. Huh. I thought that would do it. I thought I would have to. Nobody cares about your typing. You're fine, darling. You are the only one who cares about your typing. You're doing great. You're killing it. So let's try my silly plan again. Which is to stasis this thing at the right time so I can climb it mid-air and get up here, which seems absurd. But it's just my brand of absurd. Right? I want to get you as far up as I possibly can. Cancel. Right? And then see if I can't... Wait again for the right time? Oh no. Because of the cooldown. Alright, we can try again. This is just a timing thing. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do the puzzle. Who knows though? I could be. No, that's the wrong button. Gross. Controls in this game, I still have trouble with that. You are literally the only one talking in chat. You are fine, darling. If people were worried about what you were saying and understanding you, they would be responding to you. I do not think they are worried about that. I know this is probably not the intended way, but I do want to try this. Because I think it would be funny to get the chest that way. So I want to... Yeah, see, there you go. People are telling you that you're doing fine with your typing. Ah, shit. So I'm panicking with the timing. This is a silly way to do this puzzle. Honestly, I should just climb up and grab that. I know what it wants me to do, but I want to get this little thingy. So you guys can watch me struggle with the wrong solution to the puzzle. But if I pull it off, you guys are gonna... Your mind is gonna get blown. Get yourself ready. Because your mind is gonna get so blown. See, I'm panicking. I'm just gonna hit this until I get the thing. We just gotta get the time in. What? Stasis. Stasis, you were supposed to do your job. I love magnesis. It feels so good to use. It really does. The powers in the game feel very good, which is a hard thing to quantify. But stasis is strange. I was trying to do what is basically, because watch, if I bring this up here, let's drop it. Let's see. Like right there, I'm basically pause buffering, but I can't buffer inputs, at least to the best of my knowledge. So we need to just get to the point where we are pulling it out at the right time. And then, so that was closer. There is nothing this worthwhile inside the crate, but we will try the chest, but we will be trying it anyway. Oh, it hit the edge. Shit. Heather, nobody wants to see you practice this thing over and over again. You're going to bleed viewers. Well, I want to try it. So it doesn't... It's too high. It's still too high. Shit. That would have been it if it was just a little lower. Oh no. Darling. Darling, no. That is definitely why these have grips. Right? So we want it kind of close. Pretty far up. See, I don't know why it's not letting me go into stasis right there. Because I'm hitting my trigger, which is my button to go into stasis. And it's not responding too fast, which is kind of a bummer. Because I need it to. Or rather, I want it to. Fucking yes. You see that shit? Oh, that feels good. Oh, it's just amber, but I don't give a shit. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm the best. So honestly, what it wants me to do is this. It wants me to climb up over here and then make a bridge. You'll see. Right? So it wants me to position everything like this. So it's just going to take a minute. This actual puzzle. Yeah, that was so awesome. So this actual puzzle is fucking super swell, right? Because I can move this really high up. So what it actually is going to want me to do is make some sort of makeshift little thingy. But to do that, we need to get the, we need to climb up there. But that's why these boxes are climbable, right? I can visualize the puzzle. It doesn't mean that I have it completely solved in my head, but I know what's going on just a little bit anyway. So we're gonna climb up. It wants us to grab this thing, right? Very simple. It gives me the little dingy dingy sound. And now I have a couple of options, which I think are really cool. And the option I want to try is kind of absurd. Yeah. So we're going to do a similar thing that we did before, even though that's not, I don't think that's really the proposed solution. But in order to do that, just play it safe. We are going to move the boxes over here. Which is a little difficult because I can't really see them. No, right? So can I move it while I'm on it? No, I can't really levitate. I thought about that in an earlier puzzle, and unfortunately you cannot do that. So here we're going to put that one like that. Because basically what I am trying to do is I am trying to build something where I can bridge the gap. And I think it probably does want me to use stasis in this case. So one thing I can do, hopefully, is Right, we'll do what we did before. Except not quite, because getting the timing on stasis is really fucking weird. But let's get this magnesis a little closer. The other one's gonna fall, don't give a shit. Right, move this one closer so I can just walk on it. Shit, it's so hard for me to see. Yeah, there we go. Move it so I can just walk on it. Right, because this way I can pick this up here. And I should be able to make a bridge of some kind, right? If I drop it up from really high and try and stop it at the right time. People are probably watching this going, Heather, there's a much easier solution. And yes, the solution is to just put it on top of the thing and climb to the top of the thing, but why would I ever do something the way that a game wants me to do it when I can do it the fun way? But then again, the timing, not fun. Right. No. Right, so we can, again, try and do something like this. See, the stasis power is not very reliable, unfortunately. It's kind of a bummer. As a matter of fact, it's a huge bummer. See, I'm spamming the stop time button right there. Just ain't working. Just ain't going the way I want it to. And I could still fuck it up. But you know what? I've had enough of this. And what the game wants me to do is make a, so we're just gonna do what the game wants. Right. And what the game wants, I believe anyway, is something closer to this. Right. So let's not, I mean, the fun way would have been fun, but what the game pretty much wants is for me to pick this up, move this here, and have a thing that I can scale like this, right? Sort of. If I can get it to fall properly. Please stop, game. Game, please fucking stop. Thank you. Yeah, my god. Will it fall the way I want? No, it will fall right on me. But this works too. Theoretically. We could also do it our fun way. Right? We could, now that we're up here, we could do this, right? We could do, if we want, motherfucking magnesis power, stop grabbing. Jesus. Magnesis is like the touchiest thing. Fucking pissing me off. We can do it the fun way. Right? Because the fun way might be good enough? I don't know. Might not be good enough. Let's find out. It's gonna be close. I can't jump to that. So I wonder if I'll be able to grab this and time it right. Let's see. Yeah, fucking stasis is such a touchy power. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. I actually think it's really cool. Magnesis is the one that's causing me a ton of fucking trouble right now. Seriously, Magnesis can fuck itself right now. It's annoying. I want to do it the fun way. Heather, why don't you just kind of do it the less ridiculous way? No. I want to see if it can be done. It's like Everest. Why do you climb it? Because it's there. Right? We can do it this way instead. I believe, anyway. Oh no, it's actually too high. Oh. That's a bummer. Okay. So we want Magnesis back. We want to put this stuff against the wall. Just a tad, I believe. I think it basically wants us to make a ramp. Might be wrong. Not entirely sure. Actually, all of a sudden, I'm overthinking it. I don't know what what it wants. What does it want? Oh, another potential option is this. Watch. It's a weird one. If I can't get it right. It's like, can I get things flat against the wall? Can I control it? I want to control the angle of this. But I get the sense I don't get the opportunity to do that, unfortunately. Having trouble. It's okay if you have a typo. Please stop. Please stop worrying. I'm telling you. In fact, I'm also just asking you, please stop. Please stop what? All of it. You're fine. Holy shit. Please stop. So actually what we can do is this. We can lift it up a bit higher. Move it a bit more forward so that I have something to get to. Right. This is what the game kind of is expecting me to do instead. But the other way seemed really fun, and I wanted to try it. And for a minute, because I was so caught up in the mindset of the other one, I didn't realize we could just do it that way. Cool. And then we want to... I think there was another shrine nearby. We'll go to that one. We'll be able to get one more spirit thingy, and we'll be okay. I wish I knew where the other memory was. So where's the other one? It was over here, right? We marked it? I believe we did. I don't want that. I swear to God, there was a shrine over here. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. I was like, we were very close to having our 5th heart, which would be super, super nice. I could talk to this guy. What do you need, buddy? Hey, what's up? You want to tell me my fortune? Okay. He has very small eyes. Oh no, he's one of the fucking Ganon dudes. Oh shit. This guy. What a butthead. Feathered Edge. Where'd you go? Okay. Where are you? Got him. Cool. They are not nice. They are Ganon people. They leave behind money and bananas. Turns out if you're a follower of Ganon, you really like potassium. Who would have thought? I certainly would not have. So we need to find a different, yeah, I know there's a shrine nearby. I'm looking at it. There's some more of that Ganon goo over there. Oh, skeletons. We need to find a different place to look for the next memory location, which is that we are looking for. Yeah, evil ninjas love bananas, right? Don't they? Yeah, dual battle, really fun too. I'm glad you guys like that. Are they still chasing me? No, but there are a ton of bats. So here's my plan for these bats. I wanted to blow up some of the bats. That got rid of one of the bats. Oh well. Let's... Can I swim here? The current is going to be an issue. Oh shit, I need to get rid of my sword. Because I'm going to get a, electrocuted. Who are you? So pretty in bloom. Look, aren't they lovely? I wanted to see how a shrine would look with flowers around them, and it's wonderful. Please feel free to take a closer look. Just don't step on them. They're everywhere. I'm not allowed to... Okay. It's like a little maze. She made a flower maze. Oh, that's right. I got rid of my sword. Because... the freaking... I still get the controls mixed up. It's a new controller. I'm getting a little confused because of the... Oh, that weapon is so tempting. I want it. Do I remember which video of somebody's made me think that their criticism was pedantic? I don't think that matters. Oh no, I accidentally stepped on the flowers. Do I have to restart? I think I do. I missed it very briefly. Any of those videos. Sometimes there are people who have critical styles that you don't jive with. That's just me. I don't particularly like critical theory or things that are passed off as criticism that focus on like very inane plot details. So I do not, for instance, like when people go, "This doesn't make sense. Why didn't they do this?" And that happens a lot, and I don't really care for that. That's not really criticism. Like that's narrative criticism, sure, but that's like 101 literary crit at best. So I don't think that's the right way to approach criticizing the game. I think you need to consider what the themes of the game are and whether or not those things are adequately expressed by the narrative and whether or not they are cogently reinforced by the game mechanics, and you need to consider whether or not the game systems also back that up, right? Remember, mechanics are what you do. Systems are the things that you interact with that affect what you do. Systems are the numbers, mechanics are the actual swiping of the sword. In terms of narrative, arguing about pace and things like that is totally fine, right? In fact, arguing about pace in the right context can be very useful, particularly if a game wants to focus exclusively on being a narrative experience. But, that being noted, it is another thing entirely to obsess about a plot hole unless that plot hole is absolutely glaring and threatening to the narrative. In many senses, or rather in many cases, when I've seen people who have done that sort of criticism, they don't focus on plot holes that are essentially damaging to the plot. For instance, there's a huge plot hole in what am I trying to say? There's a huge ass plot hole in... Oh, there's something down there I want to get. In Heavy Rain. And that plot hole is that there are murders that are committed while Ethan Mars is still in a coma. Which means that if Norman Jayden were really good at his job, he would have known, right? That's something that actually threatens the integrity of that game, particularly because that game is focused pretty much essentially and exclusively on the narrative, right? Is that something I can grab with Magnesis? No, it isn't. I don't know what it wants me to do. You walked into a moment without context. Yes, happens a lot with me. Oh, geez. Imagine how easy it would be to bypass all this if I just had some fucking bomb arrows. Instead, we have to play a little bit of a... Wait. Do bombs float? I don't know. I don't think they do. Bombs do float. Why do I need... these, maybe it's a timing thing. This is obviously a timing puzzle, but... okay. So let's just see if we can just put a remote bomb pretty much right next to one of these. Yeah, so my issue with plot hole criticism is, yeah, of course, a proper narrative is a cogent narrative. I think that goes without saying, right? We all want narratives that make sense. We want drama that isn't necessarily contrived or forced or artificially manufactured. Right? But I think that focusing on plot holes or getting really obsessed over certain forms of narrative criticism starts to get kind of crummy in the sense that, can I stasis my own bombs? No. It gets kind of crummy in the sense that, but I can stasis all of this stuff. Interesting. It gets crummy because it ignores a very wider breadth of what, at least in games, particularly what games are doing. So to say, oh, why didn't Ellie do this? Or why didn't Joel do this? I don't know why that is the question, right? And also, the stronger thing to argue is whether or not actions are motivated, not whether or not actions are, like, coherent narratively. So the important thing, like, let's use The Last of Us as an example. So, is it, right? The concern there is, like, is it narratively cogent for Joel to do what he does at the end of the game? Some people say yes, like, they should, it absolutely is. But there are other folks who say that, like, well, there's not sufficient justification leading up to this decision or whatever, right? Like, there's all sorts of talk about that. And that's a more interesting line of inquiry than saying that, you know, like, I'm more interested in talking about whether or not Joel made the right decision and what motivated him to make that decision than saying that, you know, oh, 20 minutes ago, if the Fireflies had only just talked with him a little bit, then Oh, damn it. I stepped on the flowers. Right? Like, oh, why didn't they just tell them what they were going to do with Ellie? Well, first off, there are reasons why they might not do that, but also because, like, that's also not a plot hole. That's just characters acting as a certain way, right? Why would they tell Joel? He's not one of them. He has no right to know, right? The interesting thing to talk about in the context of that ending is not how it may have been prevented by some people talking for a little bit more 20 minutes before the final fight. The important thing to know is whether or not it is narratively, thematically, and just like within the rules of the game world and based upon the logics of the character that we know, right? Like, it's way more interesting to talk about whether or not the right decision was made than to talk about how that decision could be arbitrarily avoided. That's not interesting. That's not interesting, like, inquiry at all, right? Like, oh, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Because people are fucking flawed, and they don't always do the thing that you want them to do. Particularly characters in stories, because stories are not about acting logically. Stories tend to be about acting broadly. What can we do here? Oh, we want to find a lake, right? What about this one? Did we go here? I don't know. I don't know where it is. I think this could be a good choice, right? I get a sense that a lot of these locations are going to be near the castle for a bit, right? So my problem with a lot of criticism that takes, or at least takes time in its narrative critiques, to focus on that sort of stuff, I don't care. How does that, like if that's like, and also determining what may or may not sufficiently threaten the verisimilitude or believability of a narrative is an incredibly subjective thing, right? But it's very rare, even in games, where the writing is absolutely not up to par with other mediums, in almost every case. Right? It's not, I don't think the smart line of inquiry is to say, like, hey, so I went over the mechanics, now for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, I'm going to talk about things I didn't like in the story. Well, criticism is not just, I didn't like these things. Criticism is about explaining why those things had a negative effect on the work and on you. You can't just point out something and say, I do not like this. That is not helpful. That is not useful criticism. And criticism that is not useful criticism is not good criticism. And I do not say that lightly, right? If what you are saying doesn't have a point, if what you are saying is not expressly well communicated, if what you are saying exists simply for satisfying your own ego or kind of complaining, right? Complaints aren't criticism. Complaints are complaints. Criticism is criticism, and the act of criticism is analyzing something and considering whether or not it contributes to a greater whole, right? Analyzing those individual pieces, and then also analyzing the whole that it makes. So you're analyzing a couple things. And just because you do not like something, right? So we'll use Last of Us again. Let's say that somebody says, I don't like the fact that Joel does what he does at the end of that game, right? And they just say, I don't like that. He's not good. Right? I don't like that he didn't do the thing that I wanted him to do, or the thing that was probably better for him to do in a utilitarian sense. Well, that's not a criticism, right? If you can sit down and explain why the decision he made is not the proper decision for him to make, like, in terms of what his character is, that is criticism. Yeah, no rolling, unfortunately. But to just say, I did not like this thing, that is absolutely not criticism. This is a Korok. I can't catch him? Where are you? Korok? Oh shit, I ran into a goddamn bush. Even when I... Wait, what? Can I just wait for him to get in the path? There it is. I was like, little Korok, get back. So that was a ramble, but the point is that there's a very thin line, I think, particularly with video crit, between complaint and criticism. And I think a lot of people do not weave that, right, they don't thread that needle very well. Right. So this is why we have, right, this is why when people talk about like the early generations of video criticism, the early generations of video criticism were not good. They were actually very, very bad, right? Because the nature of that criticism tended to be solely negative. And negative criticism is fine, right? In fact, sometimes negative criticism, depending on what you are criticizing, is absolutely necessary. Sometimes you need to pillory something. Sometimes you need to say flat outright, with that language, you need to say this thing is shit, right? You can say, if you are able to back it up, this thing is a piece of fucking garbage, right? That's fine. And particularly in cases where it's politically repugnant or imparts some sort of difficult moral right, sort of conclusion, that is, like, it's fine. Like, fucking have at that shit. I think we're near where we need to be. Yeah, those are the ruins. Cool. So this is the lake, for sure. But early video game, what people might consider criticism on YouTube, was largely... It was largely, like, consumer-focused review of, like, how does this game play? Not what does this game do? And how does this game play is a very weak, very shallow, very fundamentally, I mean, once you get over the hump of, I think it's okay, or I think it doesn't play that great, not a very interesting line of inquiry at all. But, because people were tying it with personalities, right, you know, James Rolfe doing the thing that he did, kind of let loose a torrent of people who thought that criticism simply meant, like, shitting on a thing. And I'll establish, I think that James Rolfe and, you know, Angry Video Game Nerd and stuff, I think it was entertaining. But, where's the right place for me to do this? Because it's near, right? But I think that gave people the wrong idea of what criticism is, at least initially. I didn't mean to delete. They thought it was about, like, being angry. Oh, here we go. But it's really about justifying that anger, or justifying your praise. It's not in the conclusion that you make, it's in how you make the conclusion. What makes you think this thing? And if you are able to convince other people through your arguments that the conclusion that you've reached is the correct conclusion, or at least a compelling conclusion, then your criticism has succeeded. But the point of criticism is not the end goal to say if a thing is bad or good. The goal is to explain how a thing is functioning, and whether or not you think the function that it is doing is worth doing,
We'll need
right?
some adjustments on that divine beast, so Daru can manage it as easily as possible.
Hey, there we go, Zelda, with
Figured
some
out how to
cool
get it to
fashion
move.
again.
However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn.
Do you think that coming into games as a vehicle for fun gameplay mechanics is a flawed approach? No, I think it's fine.
That means we should
But I
be
think
able
you
to
need to be very
understand how it
clear,
works and how to use it to our advantage.
right, that that's what you're doing,
These
right?
divine beasts.
Because,
So much we don't
let's say
know.
you're doing it,
But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope.
like, let's say that's what you're doing on YouTube, right? You're reviewing, right? That's different. Review can be criticism, but not, like, alright. How do I phrase this?
Tell me the
I don't know, pretty simple.
Proficient
Criticism
right now, wielding
criticism
the sword
is very often not
Legend
review,
says that the
but
ancient
review
force
can often
resonates
be
inside
criticism.
it.
And if you're avoiding the criticism angle of it, that's not bad necessarily, right? Focusing on a thing from a consumer end is not necessarily bad, but similar to the point of criticism where you need to justify whether or not your conclusion is sort of validly made with your analysis as somebody who is doing something from a consumer standpoint, you also need to sufficiently explain why you think something is kind of fun or not fun. Because fun is this really horrifying subjective thing. However, playing games just for fun or whatever, like, that's fine. That's part of what games are for, right? I think about games way too critically because that's like my job, right? Like, that is one of the explicit reasons why I do what I do and why I am where I am. Right? I don't think the trajectory of my life would be the same if I had focused just on writing consumer reviews that considered whether or not it was fun to stomp on a Goomba's head. And let's establish, stomping on a Goomba's head, really fucking fun. But, you know, if your analysis of something is more of a formalist analysis, more of an, right, of just like, how does this thing play? How do these systems work? Are they sufficient, etc.? That's fine. But it doesn't always work out too cleanly, if only because a lot of people will kind of assume that it's fine to just say, like, here's my conclusion. But if you want to say something is fun, I really, really hope you can tell me why you had fun. Even if that explanation is just, it feels good. That's fine. Plenty of things feel good. Things feeling good is why we, like, it's like the basic need of how a lot of things are done. Why do people work out? Because they get endorphins and they feel good, and then they lose weight sometimes or whatever too, and then they feel more fit throughout their day. That's one of the reasons why people work out. It helps their mood and things like that. Why do people fuck? Because fucking feels great, right? At least if you're doing it okay. Why do people eat chocolate cake? They don't. Maybe they do sometimes. Eat it for the texture. Giant rock monster. Don't want to deal with that thing right now. But they also eat it because it tastes good. Right? We do plenty of things simply because they are fun or enjoyable. But, right, like, it's kind of empty to be like, well, I like this thing. Well, that's fine. But I'd rather know why you like it. Right? And also, if your approach to something is just, I'm doing this thing because I like it, that's fine too. You can do something for its own sake. In fact, sometimes doing something for its own sake is like the most pure thing that you can do. But for me, I would rather prefer to know a little bit more about why you enjoy a thing, right? Like, or I want more specifics about how the things you like manage to get you to like them. So, I lost my star. Where's the Shrine of Resurrection? Shit. I lost it. Where is the Shrine of Resurrection? Is this it? Oh, cool. But my point is, I want to know. I want to know why you like something. I want to know... Oh, I keep on forgetting that the B button is where I would think the confirmation button is, and it's not. So this is actually what I need to do. That's a picture that I didn't make to take, but it seems pretty cool that there's a picture button that I just learned about. Yeah, man, like, if you like something, like, it's fine to be like, I liked it, it's cool, but like, why? Right? Like, why do you like chilling with that dude? Like, what's he doing? What's he doing for you, right? Like, why you get into that bed, right? Why are you playing a Zelda game? Why are you doing all these things? Like, you can tell me the end result. You can just be like, because I like slaying Ganon. Or you can be like, because I like coming. Or whatever, right? To use sex as like the most basic of ways of looking at a thing, because why not? Let's be weird today. But I want to know, like, what do you like about Zelda? Oh, well, I like solving puzzles. Cool. Now we're on to something. So you like solving puzzles. Yeah. Okay, can you tell me what kind of puzzles you like solving? Yeah, I like solving puzzles where I have to use multiple items and take multiple steps. Why do you like that? Because I find them more challenging. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So you like challenges, right? You like puzzles with multiple steps because they inherently have more challenge. Cool. Now we're getting to a conclusion or a thesis, right? But if you just say, I like puzzles, right? That's fine. But what do you like about puzzles? Oh, they make me feel smart. Cool. Which puzzles make you feel the smartest? Oh, well, the puzzles that make me feel the smartest are the ones where I see something at first and I don't know what it is, but then 20 minutes later, I can remember what it is and go back to it. Oh, so you like recalling things. You like sort of being rewarded for being mindful of things, for recognizing your surroundings. Well, cool, we can work with that. We can figure out all sorts of things based on that. Is that the best kind of puzzle? I don't know. There's no real best of anything. But the more details we get, the more that we can hone down like why you like something or what a thing is doing for you, the more we can design things that satisfy you. Or the more that we can do things that satisfy you, right? And while satisfaction is not the end to everything, right? Like I don't think a lot of people like crying, but a good thing can make you cry. And a thing can be good explicitly because it makes you cry. Right? But you can unpack that. Okay, well, what did you like about that? Well, it made me cry. Why? Because I cared about those characters. Okay, why did you care about them? Because I got to spend a lot of time with them. There were a lot of flashback scenes. I got to see their entire lives. I felt like I knew them really well. And then when they died at the end, I got really, really sad. All right. By talking to you and understanding the thing that you liked about it, now we understand how to craft a more cogent and more interesting type of narrative experience. So it's not necessarily enough to say, like, oh, I liked that. But the minute somebody says why, then you are freaking off to the races, right? What do I like about Breath of the Wild? Well, one of the things I like is the fact that at any given time, I can go to the final boss. Why do I like that? Well, because I think that there's room for a lot of very spectacular challenge, which is just fun to watch. I enjoy watching people with greater degrees of mastery or skill show off that mastery and skill. But what else? Why do I like it? Because I like the constant reminder that there is evil that I'm going to slay. Why do I like that? Because I'm somebody who desperately enjoys... Oh, Beetle! Who desperately enjoys stories where good triumphs over evil. Well, why do you like that? Because I think I need to hear that sometime, because the real world is scary, right? So what do I like about Zelda? I like the fact that evil is there, but at any given time, I can choose to face it, which in theory is how reality works. When you see something bad, you want to have the inner strength to face it down, to say, hey, stop it, or to, if necessary, smash that thing. And I like stories with heroes and grand villains and all that, because it reminds me to do cool, heroic things in my life. Maybe not on the same scale, but right, if I'm playing a game with heroes that are very nice to each other and do nice things, maybe it reminds me that while I'm going onto the subway, I can hand somebody $5. Right? Somebody who needs a meal, or needs to pay for a stay at a hostel, who does not have the means that I have. And stories about that stuff is really great. Right? They inspire you, they make you think, which is very, very useful. So that's one of the reasons I like Zelda, and that's a very mechanical analysis of one of the reasons I like Zelda, right? That's an emotive analysis, that's an experiential analysis, right? Vaguely narrative. But a lot of that comes from the structure of the game, too. Evil is there, and if I want to at any given time, I can face it, or I can prepare myself, and there are lessons to be learned there. I like large worlds. I like getting sucked into worlds that are different than ours, so I really appreciate the structure of this game. Why do I like getting sucked into worlds that are different than ours? I find the real world boring, by and large. Because I grew up believing in really interesting magical things, like God, right? And the idea of God is magical. It's a wonderful, magical thing. And to lose that belief is a bummer. And so when I play games where there are magic and fairies and all sorts of other stuff, I also feel kind of reaffirmed in the notion that there are cool things, right? That there's some vague escape from the dour real world that can draw me into a world full of super awesome, amazing heroes and like just stuff that isn't as boring, right? Boring's really hard to quantify or explain. But hey, I would rather not be bored. And the thing that helps me not be bored is not necessarily, right, the fact that I am doing an activity. Doing an activity is just a benefit, right? The thing that keeps me entertained, the thing that keeps me interested is the fact that I can experience a world different than my own. And in experiencing that world that is different than my own, I am vaguely connecting with another human being by having some access to their imagination, right? I think that games are really cool because they help me transcend boundaries, right? Not just between this world and some fictional world, but also between continents. I can talk about an experience in Zelda, and somebody else who has played Zelda, no matter where they are, as long as they've played Zelda, they can commiserate with that. I think that's really cool. I think that's one of the coolest things about art. In the case of the more symbolic shit, I also appreciate the fact that when I play a game like Zelda, I am accessing someone's imagination. Somebody crafted this world. Somebody crafted these characters. And whenever I hear a story, or when anybody tells you a story, right, or gives you the means to experience a story that they crafted, you are accessing some sort of metaphorical part of them. I'm not even sure if it's metaphorical. It could be a literal part of them, depending on how the metaphysics of our world actually function. And I think that's really cool. I think it is so goddamn cool. I think it is way too cool, and I think we ignore that a ton. And we shouldn't. Oh boy, these guys hit hard. Oh, a guy hit me from behind. Yeah, games are an investment. They're a massive time investment. It's a bummer. And they don't lend themselves to transportation as well. Handheld games are cool, but not many things. Although the Switch is looking to change that. Not many things can be played on the go that are of the same quality of things that you have to play inside your home. Whereas if you have a book, you can pull out a book on a subway and do whatever you want. Or if you have music, if you have a fucking iPod or whatever, if you have your phone, you can do whatever you want, right? It's super great. It's very, very good stuff. Didn't mean to stamp that. Let's look at these memories. Something where we can see the bird. I don't know. So we did the one at the... What, how do we... Where would this be? Strange ass bird. We need to be able to see it. So it's on the left side? I bet you it's nearby, right? Something where we can see the bird? What's on the map? Right? Because the bird's near here. We're here. Do you think it's near the shrine? Right? So it's got to be somewhere in this area, right? I don't know about it being that far up. We've gone up there. There's the shrine. Not great. Down in this area, perhaps? Let's go to the shrine regardless and see what we can do. Oh man, I could play Fire Emblem Awakening every day. Fire Emblem Awakening is an amazing game. I rambled for a ton there, by the way, I'm sorry. I've had thoughts. Every now and then my head gets full of things. It gets full of thoughts. And the difficult thing is, why is this not equipped? I'm losing one bit of defense, but I have the set bonus now. I think I have a lot of thoughts in my head every now and then, and I need to get them out. Streaming just happens to be one venue where you can do that. Isn't that great? The shrine. The shrine's this way. The Night Greaves are a little bit... So here's the thing here, though. Does that affect my stamina gain? The added weight takes some getting used to. See, I can't tell if that means that it affects my stamina regain. I could test it, but I don't want to. Is there a shrine there? Yeah, there is a shrine there. Oh, that's right. We wanted to go around the weird way. Shit. So we want to get to that other mountain ridge. Yeah, I don't know. For me, Awakening or the Fire Emblem games, excuse me, they're not necessarily where I go to get the most tactical challenge. I clacked my lips there. People are telling me that Conquest is harder than Awakening, but I haven't had that much trouble with it. Other tactics games, particularly the ones that I remember playing on the PlayStation 1, had a lot more going to them. I almost think that, although Fire Emblem has a nice ease to it that I enjoy, I almost think that in some ways, there's shit, this guy's gonna do a thing with his tail. Vicious Sickle. Can I hit you? Let's get rid of this guy. See ya. I think that there were harder games than Fire Emblem, for whatever that is worth considering. I think Final Fantasy Tactics is harder. I think a lot of the front mission games are harder. But I don't know if I value challenge the same way that that other people do. Conquest is definitely harder than Awakening, yeah. But I don't know if it's as hard as everybody has been telling me. They're like, oh, when you hit the chapter, you'll know. And I'm like 99% sure that I have hit that chapter, and it was not that bad. That is not me trying to brag, that's just me kind of like commenting. I did not find that stuff as difficult as people thought. Takumi was still a fucking asshole, right? He was still a very powerful archer who managed to get my units very, very low, but I played it relatively safe and did okay. Yeah, so let's go to this shrine. Where's the bird? See, the bird's right there. You have to be close to the thing, right? Oh, they're gonna hit me. No, Keese. Please don't. Keese, no. Oh shit, oh my god, I made it to the top. Look at the bird. I'm looking forward to the re-releases for sure. Yeah, fuck Takumi. Except for the fact where he's in my Fire Emblem Heroes arena team. See, the thing about Birthright is that people tell me that Birthright is not as interesting, and I'm willing to believe them on that front. There's a dude there. There are ancient columns. Were there ruins or anything in the picture that we had? Wrong button? I think we're close. Are these the columns? I don't know. Well, yeah, because that's the tower? No, that we're not looking at the tower from that picture. We're looking at that rock formation. So we are close. So let's keep an eye out here. I think we're very close, actually. How'd that guy wake up? Fuck you. Oh shit, big dude. Oh, look at that frame rate there for a second. Oh boy. Haven't had that happen yet. Oh, he dropped his thing. His forked boomerang. Oh no, look at that. I think the game just froze. Oh, it did for a second. Wow. Yeah, he has a big nose. Wow, that's the first time I've run into any frame rate trouble on the Switch. There's a wolf. There's the memory! Are you fucking kidding me? It's near the shrine. That's awesome. That's great. We have 3 of the memories already. Nice. Very cool. I might take a break shortly. Do some writing. I have to sneeze. Oh shit.
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one. But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow. I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort.
Oh my gosh. Zelda, what's going on?
It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders.
Had to sneeze.
Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please. And stop following me!
Zelda. Cheer up. You're like the best. I love you. I realized I did like the smile thing. I did not mean to do that. I meant more like, oh, I don't like when the cool princess is sad. I like when she's being all scientific and like, right? She's very frustrated. She got some stuff going on. It's got to be hard preparing for it, but it's basically the devil. I love her design. And I like her independent streak. I think Tetra is still my favorite, but you know. Yeah, it's like I just want... knowing that there's bad stuff that will happen to these characters, I'm just like, I hope you guys are okay. For a little bit. Right? So I think I will do this shrine, and then I will Stop streaming. What is this? A magnesis shrine? No, this is a combat trial. I was like, this is one of those like test your might things. Is it a major test? A major test of strength. You know what? I'm gonna try it. But we need the forked boomerang. Yes, so not all shrines are puzzles. Some of them are quite the opposite. Which one gave us the attack boost? That's the one we want. I don't really get a defense boost from any of them though, but now we have this. So we are going to have to fight some sort of guardian though, and they are terrifying. Yeah. Ready? Oh god, look at all those blades. Fuck you! One hit could kill me. I don't know. Very defensive shield. That's gonna wear down my defenses a lot. Okay. They do this spinny thing. I've seen it. Oh shit, and that broke my shield in one hit. Oh, we have the better shield from before. Swing one, swing twice. I messed up the timing because I accidentally hit my inventory. I wanted to do the oh boy. I can survive it now. Oh shit. Terrifying. So I have food that will help me, certainly. That destroys my shield in one hit. Dude, that is really rough. I'm gonna run out of weapons, I think. Shit. We'll use the spear. What else do we have? The fire rod. Oh shit, that hurt. Shit, let me move. Oh, that's the wrong button again. Let me eat the banana. Oh, I don't get to eat that. That's like not a food thing. Lower your guard, please. Shit. You gonna... The fire doesn't do a lot though. The initial impact does a little bit. What do I have for weapons? Claymore. This is gonna break in a second. Well, Nate. Oh shit, it fucking shot the bomb? Are you fucking for real? Dude. Oh boy. It shoots it fast. That could be my death right there. Shit. Meteor rod. Still use you. Oh boy. It's not doing as much damage as I'd like. Oh shit, I'm crouched. I don't mean to crouch. This is hard. They're like halfway down? And these are rusty weapons, they're not very durable. Big swipe at all? No. Strange. Big swipe? Can I dodge it just by running? No, it's gonna kill me. So I don't know if I want to fight that again right now. So I think that might be the end of the stream. This will go up on YouTube though. We found some of those memories, which is good. And then tomorrow I am doing a ton of other stuff. That's a bummer. So for now, let's get out of here, because a major test of strength seems a little much. And we will just do this.